Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram is at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we're talking Love Island USA Season 7 because the official reunion trailer has dropped, and y'all couldn't wait till tomorrow? Y'all could not wait till tomorrow. I still had other commentary I wanted to do about the Shelly and Olandria Teen Vogue interview. There was other things I wanted to dissect. But no. Peacock was like, let me drop it now, right? Let me drop it now since there's buzz, since the reunion airs on Monday. Let's just drop it now. You could have dropped it at the beginning of the week when you did that silly teaser that gave us nothing but looks and stares. So, nonetheless, let's get into it. So it's about a minute and a half. For whatever reason, they are featuring Chelley and Austin, wanting to see what the people had to say. Chelley wants to know about what the people, why they voted him out. Here's the thing about this whole voting out thing, right? America also has to vote for their favorite islanders. Like, can we keep it a buck right here? Like, some of y'all did not vote for your favorite islanders, but then y'all played on the internet like it was this big outcry. No. Where was your vote? Where was your vote? So anyways, then there is a scene of the Casa girls and saying how a lot of people have a lot of things to say. And then there is a scene of Chelley and Ace and Taylor and Clark. They want to see all the tapes. They want to see everything get played back. They want to see everything. Then we cut to a clip. It looks like there's going to be rotating seats of who's going to be kind of in like the hot seat and who isn't, who's going to be in the background for certain segments, what it sounds like. So I didn't understand why people were making a big deal. That's why I held off. People were making a big deal on who was seated first in the front row, who was sitting up top, and everything else. But I said, I think they're going to be doing some switcheroos because there was different storylines, right? And for the bulk of it, it looks like the Casa people are kind of interchanged. So Ariana asked Jeremiah and Bella if they are a thing or not, if there is something going on. Then we have Andy Cohen asking Olandria about the journey. Was it worth the wait? Like the journey. Oh, the journey. Was it all worth the wait and everything else? Then we have, if you blink and you miss it, there is a little bit of a glimpse of them talking to the winners, Amaya and Brian. I don't know if y'all knew, but ever since this show has ended, ever since the season finale, I forgot myself that Amaya and Brian won the show. I kid you not. I see Nick Olandria everywhere. I see people looking for Shelly and Ace. I see Taylor and Clark. I see Pepe and Iris. I see everything but Amaya and Brian, you guys. Make it make sense! So nonetheless, Brian says that Amaya has met his mom and that his mom loves Amaya, and Amaya, she's right back into character. She's like, yeah, she said she's a sensitive gangsta too, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And Amaya said that's her bestie, and allegedly that she shed a tear when Amaya left and everything else. So nonetheless, then the question is asked about how Chris felt about Huda's press tour, where she is dragging Chris up and down these interview streets, and basically, Chris says he doesn't respect it at all. He doesn't respect it at all. He's not feeling it at all. He's not featuring it at all. Then there's some clip they show which has Hannah in tears, and I'm here to tell you I don't know what she's in tears about. I do not know. Is she upset about her elimination? Why they eliminated her? Because it was between her, Iris, and Amaya. Iris had just got there, and it seemed like since Amaya had some difficulties in her couples, they were willing to save her over Hannah, and maybe they were thinking since they were getting rid of Hannah that Pepe would be dumped as well. I don't know, right? I don't know. But nonetheless, I have no reason to, I have no clue why Hannah's crying. I truly do not know. But nonetheless, Ariana is asking Hannah what she feels about whatever she's reacting to, and Hannah, she's got the waterworks going. She's like, I just need a second. Let me, girl, okay. So then we get into the showdown. We get into the battle royale, which is Jeremiah versus Ace. Even though this doesn't matter, because they both have since followed each other, and they're both in each other's comments. But for kicks and giggles, you know, Jeremiah is saying that, you know, he was going through HE-double-L, HE-double hockey sticks. Ace allegedly is calling him a scammer and saying, come on, bro. Ace, he's got his, you know, ringleader suit on. He's got his ringleader glasses on. He's just missing the top hat and everything else and the stick to let the people know. He said that it is crazy for people to say that Ace solely is responsible for Jeremiah going home, for Jeremiah getting sent home, saying that it is crazy. This was a group decision. He was not solo dolo in this. He was not the mastermind. He was not the president, although that's what y'all call him, right? That there were other people that had to make this decision because it had to be unanimous, you guys. And so then there was a clip to Nicolas, in which Nicolas is like, I just agree with whatever Ace says, right? I just agree with whatever Ace says, because that's what you said. Y'all said that I was an Ace minion. Y'all said Taylor was an Ace minion and everything else. Speaking of Taylor, y'all, why is there a cut in the trailer? He's I don't think he wore socks, but he's got his shoes off. And it's given barefoot out in these streets, right? And I understand these are long filming hours, but even the girls sitting next to you, even, you know, Chelley in those high heels, even she is weathering the storm. Like, make it make sense. So then Andy Cohen gets into the alleged Brian cheating, you guys. So Andy Cohen is like, Chris, listen, looky here. You were there with Brian when he was out in the club, and they were making some allegations that some people that because remember a girl came out and was alleging that Brian was not being faithful to Amaya Papaya, you guys. So he's, you know, Andy Cohen's trying to get the tea, and he's like, Chris, you were out with Brian the night of the alleged cheating. What took place? Now, we don't know how this is spliced, but we do have a clip of Brian saying, I had a lapse in judgment. No. Here's the thing. Can we keep it real, Amaya Papaya fans? Can we keep it real? Brian and Amaya have barely been spotted together since this show has concluded. Let's talk about it. I understand Amaya's the winner. She's been booked and busy and everything else, but they have literally been apart. Brian has been up in the club several nights, you guys. Out with Marco from season 5, buying a Rolex. He has been everywhere but with Amaya. But conveniently, now that it is time to film the reunion, now that you guys are in New York, now you guys went to the Boston Red Sox game, now everybody's back together, right? You're not fooling me. But nonetheless, do you, right? Because again, the people voted for Amaya, and not because they thought her and Brian were going to last to the end of time, right? It's giving great friends with benefits, and that's it, and that's all. Nonetheless, we get to the meat and potatoes of it all, you guys. And Andy Cohen is right there with Huda and is like, listen, looky here. In some interviews, in some press you did, like call her daddy and everything else, you are telling everybody who will listen that I was bullied. I had nobody. There was nobody in the villa. There was nobody that would talk to me. There was nobody that would do anything for me except for the therapist. Everybody hated me. All the girls hated me. They couldn't stand me. They couldn't stand to be around me. I was so isolated. I had to hide in the corner the whole time. If it wasn't Jeremiah, it was Chris. There was nobody ever wanted to be around me. I was all alone by myself. That is after you got out of the villa and saw Huda Rat headquarters gas you up to the point that you fed into the false narratives that Chelley and Olandria were mean girls, the false narratives of the racism that they have been experiencing, the unalive threats that they have been experiencing, the doxing that their families have been receiving, and everything else. And you have been on the mute challenge. You have not said anything. You have not spoken up for them. You have not defended them. You have not told your fans to stop it. Even though you have the most followers, you have said nothing. You have kept your mouth shut. So nonetheless, we get to Shellandria team up, you guys. The Soul Sisters team up, and they're like, listen, look at here. Shelly's like, I saw two different people. Amaya's looking at Chelley like, what the welly, what the Chelley. I don't think Amaya likes Chelley. And it's weird because I thought that they were friends. I thought Chelley allegedly recommended Amaya for the show. I thought they allegedly are with the same management, but Amaya is nowhere to be found hyping Chelley up. I don't know if y'all peeped that. Amaya is nowhere to be found hyping Chelley up at all. And I don't know if it has to do with this Huda situation, but she's nowhere to be found. Nonetheless, Chelley says, I saw two different people. You in the villa, you were hyping up our friendship. You were calling us the new PPG and everything else. You were like, I'm a mamacita, everything else. I want you to meet my daughter. That's how close we are. I consider y'all my sisters. You gotta meet my daughter. You gotta come to North Carolina. Throw your hands up, take your shirt off. You gotta come and meet my child. That's how much I think of you. And then you come out the villa and say, we are bullies, we are mean girls, we are all these horrible things. Olandria, she's like, I was so excited for all those things, all those lies you told me in the villa, and you completely switched up. You fed into the false narratives that your fans led into and everything else. And this is why y'all need to watch the show back. That's why y'all need to be watching every single episode, because y'all just watching clips, y'all just watching what y'all fans say, and y'all and now you have a situation like Huda where your foot's in your mouth. Where your foot's in your mouth. And so Shelly's like, this was a complete switcheroo. Olandria, she's got the tears. She pulled out the tears before Huda could pull out her tears. See, Huda is used to pulling out her tears first on Olandria and Chelley, so she didn't know what to do. She didn't know what to do because she was like, that's my move. That's my move. How did you do me before me? How did you pull out the tears before I could pull out the tears, right? So Olandria already had the tears, and she was like, we were so close. How could you do this? We were so close. And Huda's like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Like you don't understand. And I'm like, but we were so close. You said I was going to meet your daughter. I was going to meet your daughter. And you said that about me. You said that, and you didn't even defend me. You did not defend me in those interviews. You did not bleep and speak up for me. Not one time. Not one time. And then we have a shot of Chris, you guys. He's got his hands over his mouth because he was looking like he was like, whoa, like we were all in this Airbnb together. 2 seconds outside of the villa, and all HELL has broken loose. And so the end of the clip is Ariana telling the people we have an unseen extended version of the heart rate challenge. And here comes Huda. She's got a big old grin on her face. She's covering up her smile with her hands because she's so excited. And we have all these shocked faces and everything else. But I don't know if that is truly some of the reaction to the heart rate challenge. I feel like it's being overhyped because I feel like there's been so much discourse about it that I feel like whatever they show is going to be underwhelming. But I do feel that it is going to vindicate Chelley, in which Huda did too much. But already the Huda rats are, trying to spam positive comments, are now trying to say that Olandria and Chelley are teaming up on Huda and and they're mean girls. And Huda needs to check her fans. She needs to check her fans because her fans are a reflection of herself. And her silence means complicit. Her silence means she agrees with her fans attacking Chelley and Olandria. She agrees with her fans with the racist things that they are saying about them. She agrees with their fans in doxing them and attacking them and spamming their comments with hatred and negativity and all of these things. Even as of today, as I speak, Olandria, there was a new photo of Olandria. She has like this auburnish orange wig, and already a Huda fan is in the comments talking about some, Chelley and Olandria are mean girls. You don't deserve this. She's not cute. Da 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 da. The Ace's sister had to come into the defense line. No, 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 no. Like, it's too far, and this is what I'm talking about with the new fans, the 49% who are just out here wilding. Like, y'all need to get it together. Like, it's not fun. It's not entertaining. As a long-term fan of Love Island, as a day one supporter of Love Island and everything else, that y'all are moving mad like this. So, nonetheless, that was the clip. That was the teaser clip for the reunion, you guys. And I'm curious to hear from y'all what y'all think in the comments. What do y'all think is going to be, the major storylines? I feel the major storylines just from that clip is going to be Huda versus Shelly and Olandria. I hope they speak further into the death threats, into everything else that has happened, and the George Floyd picture where it is superimposed of Huda as the police officer and Olandria as George Floyd with the kneel down. I hope they extend into all of that, of how serious it has gotten, and Huda does not say anything. She does not say anything at all. All she cares about is who the next man is, which currently is Luis from Too Hot to Handle and 10 other reality shows he's been on. So nonetheless, I feel like that's going to be a major thing. I feel like the Jeremiah versus Ace is going to be a major storyline. But I feel like, again, Taylor and Nick were right there, right? It's supposed to be a unanimous vote on who y'all vote out, right? And I also feel like the heart rate challenge is going to be a big storyline too. I really could care less about the Brian and Amaya thing because ultimately nobody's taking any of it serious, right? Nobody's taking it serious. If they're a couple, great. If they're not, that's great too. Like there's zero pressure on them to be together. So I don't even know why there's discourse. Chris and his commentary on Huda, I am interested to see what that's going to be about. I'm curious to see what other things they pull from the Casa people and who shows up and who does it. I'm going to presume that Ulysses is not going to be there because she was removed from the show. I'm going to presume that Sierra's not going to be there because she was also removed from the show. But any weird thing can happen, you guys. Any weird thing can happen and everything else. And Andy Cohen, I am glad that he was a part of this reunion because last year's reunion sucked. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.